say there's an opening. It's a curve here. Curve, curve, face. Do a circle for the face. Do with this. This is gonna be our silhouette looking upward. Right, their body is moving, and it's going in this direction, but because their face is kind of up, their body also looks like it's going upward. The feet, the legs are like this, and the hand is in this direction, right? When we look at this figure, they're mainly like kind of going like this. They're going in this direction. When I look at this figure, now that I understand how to draw people a lot better, I look at her as like a flowing form, not just a figure or in a stick figure. So when I say a flowing form, this is a method that I learned and had help and guidance from a friend. So when we talk about flow, it's like thinking of water going through something. Could be like, for instance, I like to think of water going through a vase. And so let's say that there's water, right? Like let's say water comes from here somewhere and then it's trickling down. Its obstacle goes down. Its obstacle and then keeps flowing downward. Or it could be a little bit more intense, like let's say the flow is like this, a lot of water coming here, big old stream, here, it trickles down, right? Like the flow of water. That's how I think of it when I'm looking at the body. And instead of having like that specific type of drawing or something, I think of the figure as water and a flow state. So let's say like where would the water come from? Let's say the water comes from here, right? And let's say we could do it like this, here, 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 here. So the water could be coming this direction, right? And then it stops here. Well, if it stops, it has to go somewhere else. So there's an opening. It can go here. And let's say it's all the way down here. But then again, it stops. So we have to find another opening, which would go down this direction. And that's kind of how I learned to understand the flow a lot better. With just, you can just use literally one consistent line to draw the figure. I'm going to do a different method as well. So say we have this here, and then we'll look at the shoulder again, right? Here, and then we have this break here. Then we have a leg here, here. And then, yeah, like I said, here, going this way, come here, stop here, come back up. So if we come back up, water's kind of going like, I'll do it in a different color so it's easier to see. It's like when we learn about the C, the S, and the L curve. You have this flowing force, and this is like, you would draw kind of a C here, or like a curved line here, and then like you have this kind of break. This is how I at least see it, like at least for this leg, right? It would be straight, then you have a curve, then the water goes down, comes back here, and this is more of another kind of curve, and then the water comes down here, and we would like, let's say that's a straight line. We have this curve here, and the knee, and the calf, and then opening here, and then this is like the foot area, right? This is at least the way that helps me understand it. And then see again, curve here, curve here, curve here. And sometimes you can draw like a curve if it's necessary, like you can do that, but for right now we're just gonna do this curve, 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 line, curve, line. Again, opening here. So we understand what we're looking at. Water comes this way, here, let's say it's here, here, stops here. Water comes up, we have an opening, let's say there's an opening, it's a curve here, here, oops, here, stops here. That's how I'm able to understand it. Come back up, stop here. Then you do this oval, and then the circle for the butt, and then leg, leg, break. And then again, circle. You can always define it later, like how I'm doing it right now. It doesn't always have to be perfectly this way. Like when I drew it, you can see I just did I did a straight line here, stopped it, then did a curve. These are straight lines. Then I defined it more and then did the curve here in the knee, then curve in the calf, stop, and then the foot, same thing, curve, curve, curve. Draw a circle a little more because she has like muscular arms. And again, here, here. Kind of like connecting the two to kind of make this oval like shape almost. And then like we have the muscle, I kind of do a straight line and then a curve. You can do it any way that, like, you can do straight, straight, curve, curve. You can do curve all the way, then straight, then another curve. It's whatever works for you. But you have to look at what you're seeing too and like practice the outline. I've done this a good amount of times where I feel confident about it. Like I could have just done a straight curve. I just didn't want to at the time. But yeah, just practice. See what works for you. What works for me may be totally different for you. This is literally just me explaining how I learned. Okay. And then we're not going to go super into the hands. Okay, and then you can see the other side of her shoulder here, and then got the point, you have the muscle. Let's draw that a little, well, not too big. But you can see that. And then here, here. Stop. And then her hand, do a square for the hand. Just like that. Neck here. Face, do a circle for the face. And you can define it better. There we go. And then neck, neck. There we go. Okay. And this is how I'm able to draw people with the flow method.